A big hello and a warm welcome to all of you amazing and beautiful people out there. Welcome back to my channel, and in this channeling session, we would be talking about the energy of an awakening divine masculine. I will explain why I'm saying awakening, and he looks up to the divine feminine as his leader. So let's get started. Now, first of all, I need to tell you one thing is very important. If you consider yourself to be a divine feminine, and you also think that you have a higher purpose in life, you're not here for useless materialistic things. Even if you have to live a materialistic householder's life, it does not mean that you should not be independent. Rather, it means that you should be independent. And independent people are free. They enjoy a higher sense of freedom as compared to other people. And they don't think that they are superior or inferior because of that. They just feel that it is what it is. They don't let this get into their heads. Because all freedom comes after a certain amount of slavery. When you achieve freedom, you want to do so, you want to be free because you have felt trapped and caged, not able to be your natural self. In order to become your natural self, and in order to be a free person, live a free life with responsibility and surrender to the source, you need to first become a leader of your own self, a leader of your own life, a leader of your own issues that you find a solution for, and not escape from it, not run away from it, not also chase it. Just observe it. So when you do so, when you attain the leadership qualities, other people who live around you also start seeing you as a leader. Because all poor behavior, all bad behavior stems from people who don't consider you for any guidance. They don't wait for your commands. If command sounds like a heavy word, then what would you say for something like coexisting peacefully with everyone? What is the meaning of union after all? What is the meaning of singularity? Singularity, in simple words means that you don't have any divide, disparity, separation from other people. If you think that other people are the mirrors, or they are the mirror in the whole, and they are also reflecting back at you something that you possess within. Forget about people. Even if your own pet behaves badly, aggressively, or acts difficult, that is also poor behavior coming at you because of lack of union, singularity. There is a divide, there is a separation. The pet does not understand you, is not in sync with you. So it will show bad behavior, anxiety of separation, tearing things, breaking things, not eating properly, not listening to you at all, taking its own decisions, whether it wants to protect you or love you. But they don't know how to show it to you, so they are hurting you. Same thing happens with others. I just used pet as an example so that you can relate with it more. Because everyone wants a happy pet, a lovely pet, a loving pet, an understanding pet, a companion. Because pets are also your companions, right? And other people are also our companions. And not all other people we can put in one category. Yet this whole system is so complex and yet so simple that so much depends on what we see, what we perceive in others. But what if we are not separate from the others? What if we are all same? We are a team. We are one whole unit. Then that means there is a need for leadership. There's a need for a leader. Because now this entity or this identity is one. There is no separation from other people and you. There is no separation from your companions to you. You are your companion and they are you. As simple as that. But why do I say that you need the leadership on and not them? Because in any given period of time, it's you whose awareness is of prime importance, which means that you in your awareness can understand that there is you and there's others and they are actually one. Because you cannot think about what others are thinking or doing. You're only thinking about what you can do. Or what do you observe actually? Because when you start observing, then also, see, this is the magic actually. When you take the leadership, then you are in awareness. But when you surrender, complete surrender to the universe, to the source, then you let everything happen. So there is a give and take here also. In one case, you are the one being the leader, and in the other case, you are letting source be the leader. So when source is the leader, then you really don't need to worry about anything, good or bad. And when you are the leader, then also you have to think for everyone as a team. You included, they included. And look at the divine masculine also like that now. That you and the divine masculine are not separate. You're one. But in one case, you take the leadership, and in the other case, you don't give it away to divine masculine also. Even if you give it up, even if you surrender, then you surrender it to the source. And then you just observe. I hope I'm able to break it into the right steps. And it's helping you all. That's my intention actually, so that we are all able to make the most out of this understanding. When you are not the doer at all, and you become just the observer, then that gives you a lot more scope of growth and development. You'll also see scope for improvement, which means observe more. Maybe you aren't observing as much as it's required. Maybe you're doing on and off throughout the day. And to reach just the day level also, I mean, it's pretty good, but then you still need to achieve mastery at it. This very week itself, before I even knew that I would be doing a channeling like this, I was given the number 7 in the most bizarre form, in something which was completely unexpected. How that number reached to me. It first reached to me as a word, a complete word. And when I added up all the words, because that was the urge I was getting, that whatever word is in front of you, it was just presented to me out of nowhere. I wasn't even looking for it. And when I added up all the alphabets, the numbers that denote the alphabet, it came as number 7. and I was literally talking to my masters, because I'm very well aware that number 7 is the number of masters. That's why you see 111, you'll see 0101 or some series of 1, 111. You'll see 1111 a lot. But when you start seeing 7, series of 7, 777 or 7, that means you are in presence of a master at that point in time especially. And ever since, this week it happened, and this week has just started, so it probably happened on a Sunday. Yeah, I remember now. So now the Divine Masculine is also a person. Why did he show poor behavior? Why did he behave with you so badly? Why did he treat you so badly? Why did he cause embarrassment in your life? A badly behaved pet can also embarrass us in front of others. Again, I don't like to use the word pet. I like to use the word companion, because I think all my animal friends, all my furry friends are my closest companions. They've proven to be the closest companions in all these years. Every single one of them with their own innate characteristics. Everyone is different and everyone is unique. Same is the Divine Masculine. He is also forming a mirror of the other people, like the societal version of us. Because we are not perfect, right? So how can society be perfect? It's only when we try to heal our imperfections or not get attached with the perfections, and again do the merge of imperfection and perfection, which is in the balance of nothing actually. So we need to apply this with the Divine Masculine, because what is happening in this channeling's energy is that the Divine Masculine is changing, of course, because the Divine Feminine has changed. She was submissive to him. He was dominating her. There was a lot of control, playing. It was like she was pleasing him a lot, Pleasing doesn't sound nice, right? She was always trying to please him. And he was looking at her and he could not see any guidance coming from her. Like how a leader guides. There's no guidance coming from the Divine Feminine. She was the one, he was looking for the guidance from her. He wanted to look up to her. He wanted to trust her. Like, if I get into trouble, or if I do anything, or, maybe she can help me out. Maybe she can show me the way. I want to be happy. I want to be relaxed. I want to be peaceful. Like a lot of Divine Masculines, they have somebody they go up to, that's why they're not able to make the correct decisions, because those people are not making correct decisions even for him, They can be anyone in his life. But why is he going up to all those people when in the relationship, it's you and him that matters the most? Why is he needing to go up to other people? Not even go up to himself, he's literally going to other people. And he's not going to himself because the feminine is not coming to herself. When the feminine comes to herself, he will also find a way to himself. And then that himself and herself will connect with each other and form a bond of trust and understanding. He'll look up to her. He'll be like, what should we do now? Like, what's the best thing to do? Together, that'll benefit both of us. And you'll be happy and I'll be happy. And then at the same time, let's look at the things that are difficult between us and we get affected by it. What is it like? Is there any solution? Can we apply some solutions to it? Can we come to a common ground? He's never doing those type of talks with her. If it's a fight, it's a fight. It's name calling, blaming, getting angry, going silent, then ignoring, then vanishing, then coming back again after, and then cycles, and then dead silence, and then frustration and madness. And, he's also going through a lot. Regret, all those feelings. And again, I'm not trying to cover up all the mistakes he's made or all the bad things he has done. But again, we need to realize one thing, that even if it was not him, Even if it was someone else, still there were problems in the relationships, right? He's not the only person who's brought relationship problems. But the thing is that his problem is the most unique problem. And his behavior is probably scary for the feminines. They are, as it is, scared of abandonment and neglect. And then this person, even if he ignores them a little bit, the feminines are going to literally increase it by focusing too much on it. Like reacting a lot to it. Not letting that fear go. Holding on to it. Not surrendering to the source. Not letting, not taking, you're also not taking guidance from the source. So if you're not taking guidance from the source, how can you expect him to take guidance from you? Because if you take guidance in all honesty, in all genuinity, you're not going to be doing it all by yourself as per your whims and fancies. You're going to be looking for the best solution. And that's why you're going to look up to source to give you the bestest possible solution in any scenario. Bestest for everyone. It benefits everyone in that decision. So what can be such a extremely optimistic or extremely real? Because sometimes people think that being optimistic is also being, not like having some illusions. It's an illusion, you're being so extra optimistic. Like, why are you so optimistic? But it is the optimistic people who also get opportunities. Because they are looking for it. You're looking for the opportunities to make it work the best for you. So then your behavior will change. So her behavior is obviously changing already because she's doing inner work and she has reached one of those lovely levels where she's understanding leadership roles in her life. Even within the family, if the family is behaving badly, poorly towards her, she's getting hurt, they're not acting properly all the time. They're just very difficult. There's always some tension around them. There's always some kind of a pleasing. Someone has to please someone. Certain decisions, you're doing parties or you're meeting up. But there is this, you're just doing, all for social, for society to show off or to fake, to show society that, we are perfectly fine. Our family's absolutely fine, We are not at all broken, but actually you're so broken because you cannot have personal space or family time ever without creating some kind of a horror show in the house. Horror is not always about, ghosts and horror, anything weird and scary is horror. For some people, news is horror, full of horror stories. Nevertheless, so you don't want that, right? It's not healthy. It's not peaceful. If you want to be totally relaxed and chilled out and into your source integration, then you would also want, like everyone should just chill, man. Everyone should just enjoy, chill, have a good time, nice music, good food. Everyone's happy, You want them to be happy. And you also want them to be content. You don't want them to be like greedy happy or fake happy or anything. You really want them to be peaceful, at peace. For that, you also need to develop that level of peace within you. So this divine feminine is literally working on it, on developing the peace within her. So that all the chakras are working fine, energy is flowing from the root to the sacral, to the solar plexus, to the heart, to the throat, to the third eye, then the crown. And don't think that that's the end of chakras. There are more. There are 12 chakras. When your bodily chakras, like the chakras that's placed within the range of the body, perfectly placed actually, when they get activated, then the other chakras also get activated, which are not placed directly within the frame of the body, They are a little up, little around you. So when those get activated, then your avatar self or your natural self or your real, pure, authentic self gets activated. Then you are the leader and you are the crowd. You are the queen of your people and you are the people as well. Imagine, there's no separation. When there is no separation, there are no dividing thoughts. All thoughts are in sync, in balance. No reactivity, only observation, pure observation. The bliss of pure observation. A mental orgasm. Pure joy. Childlike also. Happy, free. Not getting stuck with labels. I just said a few words here and there. They could also be labels. Don't get stuck to any of those words. Just, there are no words. It's space. You are the space. Now you don't need space. You're not looking for space. You are the space. Just imagine that type of a freedom. What would it take to get that freedom? This divine feminine, that energy, this particular channeling's energy is this understanding. I'm just dropping a seed. Let's see who is able to give it fertile soil, water, sunlight, protection from animals or, birds or whatever. And then watching it grow, man. Watching it grow. And then it gives fruits. And then more seasons of fruits. But someone, before that tree and the fruits, all of that happens. The flowers, the birds coming and making the nest, the shade, the nurturing you get from sitting under your own homegrown tree, or homegrown or field grown, maybe a forest too, maybe you do it in the woods too. It's amazing, isn't it? But to reach to that level, you first need to make sure that the seed catches a root fast and in time, or healthy, getting all the nourishment it needs. That's the time it needs that babysitting, that love, that motherly feeling, the nurturing. That's why I encourage people to grow more plants, flowers in the house. Even if you have a small space, it's amazing when you have flowers in your house. Flower pots. You can grow like chilies, tomatoes in pots, herbs in pots. It's wonderful. So I'm just giving you the seed. You got to take care of that seed. You got to make sure it grows up. That's your responsibility. But once you become the leader of your own life, everyone is going to look up to you for guidance, and you're going to look up to Source. Just imagine. You're free. You're surrendered. You have surrendered. You're a free soul. That's what free souls do. They let other people also become free. Other people also get detached with the rigmaroles of life in their presence. You got to be that divine feminine, and this is what the channeling is all about. Because he has started seeing the leader in her. He wants to go up to her for guidance. He wants to ask her, what should we do? And he'll be in sync with what you want. Not like, I don't want to do this, I don't want to do that, it doesn't work. No. Okay, let's see if we can work it out together. That kind of attitude, and then giving, putting in the right efforts. So your intentions also get manifested because you have a mission. Again, that's why I said it in the very beginning, that a divine feminine who has surrendered and she's busy with the mission. She knows that she has a purpose. On that note, I'm going to be closing this particular channeling. Thank you for being here with me. One love and peace out.